Alright, welcome back to Swamp Pass. We've got Warlock here, and the green trunks on the low side of the map. There's Egyptians on Bruegel, playing on his Civ Acropolis. We've got Mumbokatten as the Greeks, going for the hunt over here. Not finding a closer one yet, so a bit unfortunate for him. I think there is one here, judging by that wood line. Yeah. So Warlock getting ready to rush. Mumbokatten looks like he's playing fairly macro-y here. Obviously just going on the berries when he... Here we go, he's going to go for the storehouse. Not getting hunting dogs at this stage. Might be wise considering Warlock's going to spear rush him. And he's going to have a delayed barracks in response. He's got to gather 100 wood before he can start his spearman production. So he's a PvEer, he's got every civ to 40. He just hasn't really done a lot of PvP, and I think it's actually starting to show already. So the hunt's scattered. He's going to want to kill those guys with his scout, like Warlock's done. So they don't actually scatter once you start gathering from them. So Warlock playing Egypt, getting a couple of spearmen here. Mumbokatten on Greek. So we've seen a couple of Egyptian games here earlier by Magmam, who just did not use the barracks at all. So it's refreshing to see some Egyptian barracks gameplay. Mumbokatten getting a barracks in response. So he hasn't really scouted his opponent out, but I think he's realised the error of leaving everything alive there. Because he did clear his second one here, and it's a lot more densely packed, so he's definitely learned from the error of his ways here. Warlock going to want to push out. He's on 5 spears already, so Mumbokatten will get one and then have another one just about to pop out as Warlock gets across the field. Mumbokatten lacking a bit of food too here, so probably wants to actually gather from these closer ones with a couple of villages if he can. Oh, hello birdie. How high graphics is that? So Warlock bringing his spears across, continuing to train some as well. Mumbokatten starting his spear production. He's going to want to get out of here soon. He was going to come and scout over here, but looks like he's going to have to retreat too, get some spearmen. So he hasn't invested in hunting dogs, which has been wise. It looks like Warlock is cutting... Oh, he's housed for the moment, but he might be cutting spear production when he realises he's pushed his opponent off the hunt. Yeah, he's getting more villagers, but not worrying about more spears at the moment. He's going to want to try and push his opponent off another hunt if he... He's aware of this. He's busy just scouting the map for now, though. He'll go for his second hunt. Anyway. Mumbokatten forced to go pick his gloves. The uninterrupted food gathering there really meant he burned through that hunt a lot quicker. Like, Mumbokatten's still got a lot of his hunt left. He is down a couple of spears. 18 vills to 17, so Mumbokatten actually up on spears. I mean on vills. But he's going to want to react to this because he is going to lose a villager or two. Can Warlock get a second villager? No. Looks like he will lose a spear or two here as well, so Mumbokatten doing some good defense. Warlock having a retreat, but he's set for age 2 already, while Mumbokatten No berry storehouse, so he had a lot of guys on food there. Overgathered a little bit. He's got his Bronze Age on the way, but he'll be stuck on 1 TC for a little bit here. Well, Warlock will be able to go up to 2 pretty quickly. And Warlock just trying to keep an eye on the center of the map, maybe catch his opponent trying to cross, but he's not seeing anything, while Mumbokatten's also got his spears all scattered. So try and let him know where Warlock is at. Bringing everything together now. Gathering stone for his second TC, but Warlock has just about got his finished. So just about got his started, sorry. Mumbokatten, 21 villages to 24 in favour of Warlock at the moment. Neither player going for the water yet. There's plenty of fish here, so it could really be a big boon to your economy. Mumbokatten actually going to be a bit over on the wood he needs at the moment. Although he can add a second production facility if he wants. Warlock with a couple of axemen in the mix. So Mumbokatten hasn't added any Hypaspis, so no counter infantry for him. Second TC for Warlock. A good spot because it means he's got 2 gold mines. Really well secured and not far from a 3rd and 4th. Mumbokatten, defensive town center all the way at the back of his base. Going to help with getting all that wood, but he's going to want to try and start fishing or something soon to try and catch up a little bit here because he's really being worked into the corner here by Warlock. He's going to start going for some fishing eco himself. Another villager for Mumbokatten being picked off here. He's brought a villager forward because he's wanting to go for a dock of his own. But this fight, we're actually favouring the Greek player for the moment just because of units in the engagement. Hypaspis production starting here for Mumbokatten. He probably wants to start adding ranges perhaps, get some Toxotes in the mix. Or Warlock might be looking to just go to an early age 3 or maybe add some camels here. So he won't want to fight with just axemen, but he will want to thin out that spearman count a little bit before he does introduce too many camels. And also with Mumbokatten adding a range or 2, he may have to get slingers until he can get age 3 so the camels become a true counter for Toxotes and the like. So Warlock getting his stables now. And double dock here for Warlock. So he's going to be able to fish over on this one. He's keeping a scout over here as well. Does Warlock know about this? No, he doesn't. Although you can probably guess, just judging by how these were killed. So Mumbokatten trying to go for Warlocks and dock here. And Warlock... Does Mumbokatten actually know about this? He hasn't scouted it. Is he going to just check it? So Warlock snuck some units past anyway. He's just going to try and clear it, make sure he's got access to it. Mumbokatten going for fishing. Warlock going to go fishing as well. Mumbokatten going to start attacking the dock. Warlock just camping the gold mine in the hunt there. Mumbokatten, I don't know if we'll be able to take this on because Warlock should be able to just repair through this. Though he is going to bring everything back to try and deal with it. Warlock starting to fish over on this side. Neither player really aware that the other is here yet. And no player adding a warship just yet. A little bit surprising, but they're paying attention to other things going on. Camel's being introduced here for Warlock, so it's going to mean Mumbokatten's probably going to want to keep some spears alive to deal with those. Warlock's still not aware. Mumbokatten's still... Oh, here we go. Mumbokatten going for the warship. Well, going to be late on his. Doesn't have a lot of wood in the bank. Getting a lot of camels at the moment. Both our players could probably do with a bit of production in buildings here because they're just over-queuing stuff at the moment. You shouldn't have 5 of these queued up. You should have 2 stables and have 2 queued up. Warlock trying to take down the dock. Mumbokatten also able to interrupt his opponent's fishing eco here. No trireme yet from Warlock. Doesn't have the wood at the moment. Just trying to harass from the land. He's going to get the dock because Mumbokatten not repairing through it. So no one's fishing over here on the left side of the map, and only Warlock's fishing on the right. 59 villages to 51, and population in total is favouring Warlock. There's a few idlers here for Mumbokatten. Adding another barracks so he can just keep training spears and Hypaspis. Probably wants to add conditioning though. It's an insane train time boost, but Warlock probably shouldn't take this fight. There is a few Toxotes in the mix, so he is going to bleed a few units there. Warlock probably wants to get everything together rather than just throwing away units like that, but Mumbokatten, not bad of a spot for him to be in here. Probably needs a little bit more production buildings though. Should look at getting age 3 if he can, because he can afford it. Just needs to get some stone for his 3rd town centre. And yeah, maybe add another range and a stables, I was going to say, or an armory. Oh, he's getting any armory. It's a good idea to have that well protected at the back. Yeah, no one fishing over at the left side here. And the fire ship for Warlock means he's going to be able to clean this up pretty quickly. Although he's going to want to focus down the trireme first. But he should have enough health on that thing to actually finish this fight, I think. So Warlock going to be able to clean up the water and maintain control of all the fishing. A monopoly. Mumbokatten going for age 3. He's put up a reasonable fight. He's just got a few idlers, just needs to make some more houses and production buildings and try and clean up these fights before it gets too out of hand. So Warlock getting into the swing of his age 3 with Axeman Champion and Chariots. Going to be looking at adding Camel Rider Champ as soon as he gets the gold for that. 21 villages on gold, so won't be long. A lot of villages on wood too, and some on stone, so might be looking to get... he's already got his 3rd town centre. Might be looking to get fortresses or a lot of armory upgrades here. Mumbokatten's starting to get armory. I don't think Warlock's actually started to get any yet. No, so should be working towards that soon. So Mumbokatten, 3rd town centre on the way. Warlock just needs to mass everything up. Add a couple of chariots here, and I think he can look at trying to push to win unless Mumbokatten can deal some damage. Really hinder this fishing eco before it gets out of hand, and Warlock can just bank the food. Warlock's got access to a lot of gold as well. Starting to add an armory. So he'll be late on the upgrades. Mumbokatten going to be creeping ahead on that. But in all other respects, he's down 20 villages. And a smaller army here. This 3rd TC is not going to be as safe as the first 2. So Warlock's going to probably try and just take this down. Camel Champ on the way. So more bonus damage versus range, more pierce armor, and just more damage, more health as well. So just a lot tankier for trading against structures or just in general in drawn out fights with a lot of range. The chariots here as well, to be great. Back up here, going to cut through those spears really quickly. And these Tox, I don't know if they stand much of a chance here. Mumbokatten, not a lot of resources in the bank. He's put up a good fight, but this may be it here. Yeah, this third TC. Pretty rough spot for it to be in. Tox will be able to clean up a couple of units here, but yeah, might be able to get this town center. I don't know why those spears are just idling though. The village is going to go down as well. Warlock just trying to take down the TC. I don't know why those spears aren't doing anything. Oh! What the hell? Warlock had managed to actually bug them to actually spawn units somehow. Because if you have a production building bound and you queue up units but switch to something else fast enough, you can actually have that other thing produce what the production building was going to make. That's why those two spears weren't engaging, because they were actually training chariots. Mumbokatten able to hold on for now, because Warlock is just going to need an elephant or two to really tear down structures. Probably needs to bring the whole army together. Mumbokatten, not a lot in the bank here. He's getting his ranged damage upgrade, the Silver Age, which is really nice. He's got some good upgrades. Warlock starting to get upgrades himself though. He's got his damage and well, both his damage upgrades. I'm going to get the next two of them. Mumbokatten forced to go for these very dangerously placed berries. Elephant can't get on top of the building. He's really going to want it to. 55 bills to 79, so the army size discrepancy isn't as big as you think it is, although it's mostly Toxotes here for the comp for Mumbokatten. Warlock able to take down the TC, so if the elephant can get on top of the army, this will be big. Some good focus there from Mumbokatten picking off the elephant. There's some nice fighting here from him, in spite of the big losses he's suffered so far. Warlock trying to go for some forward workshops. Funnily enough, the scout of Mumbokatten is actually parked right where they're going to go. It's been parked there for a while. So these guys actually able to... I don't know if Warlock's doing that deliberately or not, because it's the second time he's done that. He's had 4 slingers just train camels like that. He probably had the slingers in a control group because he's trying to focus down Toxotes. But man, that's a weird bug, that one. GG, Mumbokatten does lose the game there to Warlock in a crazy Swamp Pass match. And with that, guys, I might head to bed because it is 1:28 AM. So I'm getting a bit tired.